What exactly makes a game ideal for playing? Is it the story, the gameplay, the characters, or the mesmerizing emotions that draws you in and refuses to let go? Hello everyone, we have an incredible video for you today counting down 10 games that utterly blew us away and have become definite must-plays. Let us get to it. When it comes to spectacular combat, nothing beats Devil May Cry 5. Capcom combined Dante, Nero, and newcomer Vive into an orchestral arrangement of swordplay, gunfire, and demon-slaying mayhem. What is the game's standout feature? It is the fantastic battle system. Whether you are zooming around on Nero's Devil Breakers, cutting opponents with Dante's limitless armament, or summoning shadow creatures with V, the variety keeps the gameplay interesting. The RE engine makes the game visually stunning, from the hideous demon designs to the breathtaking cityscapes. Why is it 10 out of 10? Because it knows exactly what it wants to be. A fast-paced action-adventure with just the perfect amount of over-the-top drama. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is one of the games which comes to mind when we talk about truly mesmerizing games. And it appears to be more than just a sequel. It is a love letter to both longtime followers and newcomers. Building on the groundwork laid by Final Fantasy VII Remake, the game improves in practically every regard, with a larger open world and deeper dives into familiar character stories. Square Enix has pulled out all the stops, combining cutting-edge visuals with redesigned gameplay mechanics to create a seamless blend of action and strategy. Why is this a 10-10 contender? It is the storyline, the way it honors the legacy while pushing the envelope. Furthermore, the visual accuracy and musical arrangements enhance each scene. Add in the emotional depth of Cloud and his pals, and you have a masterwork that people will debate about for decades. The Last of Us redefines video game storytelling, setting new standards for character depth, emotion, and authenticity. This post-apocalyptic journey follows Joel and Ellie as they navigate a world riddled with infection, danger, and sorrow. The relationship between the two characters is beautifully established, making each scene feel meaningful. The gameplay incorporates stealth, action, and survival features to keep players involved while conveying a story about love, loss, and resilience. The haunting soundtrack and rich settings immerse you in a world that feels as bleak as it is beautiful, making The Last of Us a true masterpiece that will stay with gamers long after the credits roll. The game deftly tackles themes of love, sorrow, and survival, frequently pushing players to confront the worst aspects of humanity. Its passionate storytelling and poignant moments changed what video game storylines could achieve. If you have not played it yet, prepare to be completely captivated. In a world plagued with scary zombie-like animals, Days Gone provides more than simply survival. At its core, it is a deeply personal story about love, sorrow, and redemption. You play as Deacon St. John, a vagabond and motorcyclist looking for hope in a harsh, merciless world. The game's open environment is fraught with peril and mystery, but it is Deacon's connections and the mysteries he discovers that really drive the story. It is an emotional roller coaster that alternates between explosive action and softer, more meaningful moments. I would like to tell you about an emotional story from one of my personal favorites, Uncharted 4. A Thief's End is an epic in terms of storytelling. The game depicts treasure hunter Nathan Drake dealing with his history as he is drawn into one more adventure. The plot expertly blends blockbuster action with genuinely emotional scenes, delving into Nathan's relationships and the consequences of his fixation. The conversation between the characters feels genuine, and the performances are excellent. Uncharted 4 is a fantastic conclusion to Nathan Drake's exploits. Naughty Dog created a dramatic and entertaining experience for gamers, taking them through stunning vistas, thrilling chases, and amazing treasure hunts. Uncharted 4 is the epitome of an action-adventure classic, demonstrating that the series concluded on the greatest conceivable note. Another excellent game on this list is God of War, which was released in 2018. It was more than just a comeback. It was a total rethinking of the franchise. Kratos and his son Atreus have left the Greek pantheon and entered the world of Norse mythology. This father-son interaction adds an emotional depth that fans have not seen before, merging seamlessly with the game's harsh fighting and exploration. The realm is large, with secrets, side missions, and lore that vividly depicts Norse gods and monsters. The weapons and combat in this game are especially enjoyable. Consider a world in which androids exist alongside us, not as machines, but as beings yearning for freedom. In Detroit Become Human, you guide 3 androids, Kara, Marcus, and Connor, through a branching storyline full of life or death choices. Every decision counts, influencing not only individual fortunes, but the trajectory of an entire civilization. The game delves deeply into topics of humanity, justice, and morality, pushing you to consider your own principles. Detroit Become Human is more than just a game, with stunning visuals, excellent voice acting, and limitless replayability. It is an experience that varies depending on how you play it. Black Myth Wukong is a game that has everyone in the gaming community talking, and with good cause. Based on the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West, it brings the story of Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, to life like never before. The visuals are just magnificent, featuring stunning locations, meticulously made monsters, and Wukong's fluid motions. But it is not all about looks. The fighting system feels sophisticated and satisfying, pushing players to strategize and take advantage of Wukong's unique abilities. This game promises to immerse players in a world steeped in mythology and history, with each encounter adding another layer to the trip. Black Myth Wukong is building up to be a genuinely unforgettable experience. Red Dead 2 is widely regarded as one of the best games ever made because to its incredible storytelling, immersive universe, and attention to detail. Set in a beautifully designed open environment, players follow Arthur Morgan, a complex figure balancing loyalty and survival. The game's realistic graphics, lush scenery, and genuine characters make it feel very alive. Rockstar demonstrated that they can create games that are both deep and engaging. Red Dead 2 revolutionizes open-world gaming, establishing a new standard for narrative-driven adventures. Even 7 years later, it still competes with the best recent titles in terms of both graphics and playability, particularly on PC. Whether you are exploring immense landscapes or simply watching the sunset, each moment is immersive and unforgettable. The game's attention to detail, emotional depth, and dynamic world creation make it a timeless classic that continues to enchant audiences. Astro Bot 2024 is a heartfelt love letter to PlayStation enthusiasts and a genuine celebration of gaming. This game, created by Team Asobi for the PS5 to commemorate the console's 30th anniversary, is the ideal combination of nostalgia and innovation. Playing as the endearing Astro, you begin on an adventure to save lost bots and restore the PlayStation 5 mothership, all while avoiding the alien space bully Nebulax. The game fully utilizes the DualSense controller, making each jump, glide, and interaction feel more immersive than ever. Critics have praised it as the PS5's response to Nintendo's Super Mario, combining user-friendly platforming with innovative level design and smart allusions to PlayStation's past. It is a feast of ingenuity, from boss fights to souvenirs commemorating decades of gaming. Astrobot, which won Game of the Year at the 2024 Game Awards and sold 1.5 million copies by November, was a watershed moment for both platformers and the PlayStation heritage.